Hello. So, I thought I'd just do a quick game with Imperial Guard on Battle Marshes, just to make a list of, like, common mistakes people make when they're first starting to play the multiplayer. Now, if you don't make these mistakes, well done, you're a big alpha Chad, but this is just to help people out. Very common mistakes. So, first thing is, you're not going to need more than 2 builders. Every army's the same, apart from Necrons, where you kind of spam the Scarabs. But, another thing is, people don't learn the shortcuts. So, for example, when you start out, you press BB as soon as you start, and that would automatically make your builders 9 times out of 10 build like an infantry, whatever that would be. So BB, and then if you're doing for a standard build, usually it's 2 of the capping units and a second builder. But again, this all depends on which army you're playing against, or you're playing with. So this is a great example. Because it's Battle Marshes, this map favours people that can teleport, it can favour jump packs. Imperial Guard don't have any of that. For mobility, they're kind of restricting themselves. Now, the next thing I want to say is when these guys are capping, just press shift, then right click on the next thing. As soon as they finish capping, they're going to go off to the next one. It's the same with building things. If you get a builder to start making for example, a listening post, just press shift and then queue up the next building. If you've got enough requisition, it'll be quite helpful. Now the next thing is this attack move. Really handy, especially with big range units like Tau, because it basically means as soon as you get into range of an enemy, it's going to start attacking. Now the next thing, very common with Imperial Guard players, but sometimes people just auto-queue the right click and then it just keeps building and building and building until your units are full. And you think, oh, that's a great idea, reinforcing your units, but a lot of units are more expensive to reinforce a full squad instead of just building a new amount of units. Take the Fire Warriors, for example. It's 210 for a new Fire Warrior unit. They get 3 people per unit. To reinforce it, I believe it's 80. So that works out 80, 160, 240 to reinforce a full Tau squad, and that's before the Chasui. It's more expensive. Now, another mistake people make is they'll spam plasma generators when they don't have enough energy. 2 on the first tier, and then maybe 3 on the second tier. If you decide to go into vehicles, you might push for 4, but generally you don't need that much. Now, the next thing is people don't assign numbers. This is really helpful for micromanaging, but if you hold down control, highlight a unit, hold down control and press the number 1 through 9, and then you can just press the number again and it'll just automatically select them. 1, 2, 1, 2. Easy. And also, there's a shortcut here to go to the next builder unit that's available. What you can also do is press the, I think it's the @ symbol or the apostrophe. It's different for keyboards, but generally speaking, if you find that shortcut, it's one of the best shortcuts you can get, because you can just press the button. You don't have to start hunting around for your builder units. Now, another problem I see new players do is they just stand around. They'll literally stand and wait for units to come to them, where you should be aggressive. It is a game about capping points. It's a game about destroying units. So don't just be sitting around like this. Try and see if there's any builder units, take them out. If there's anything you can pick off a couple of Sisters of Battle, why not? Stand ground stance is very helpful, especially when you've got cover, which leads me to my next point. Cover basically halves the amount of damage, so why would you not put people in cover? Sounds crazy when you think about it.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
So I'm just upgrading all the fortified positions here.
Where is his will needed?
So,
The hand of the Emperor guides all.
Where is his will needed?
another problem I see is a lot of people will keep capping a point when they're getting shot at. Whereas the benefit of requisition you get from capping the point, you're going to lose out on the amount of guardsmen you're going to lose from the combat. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
Guides all. Face
By
the
the Emperor
Emperor's
it
might.
will be done.
So we've covered shortcuts, build orders, queue and capture points, just standing around.
6 minutes
A
until
problem I see with some people is they'll just group up their army into one big group, and that's a surefire way to just get absolutely annihilated.
I stand ready to serve
The
the Emperor.
hand of the Emperor guides all.
If you can kind of blob your unit into 2 or 3 different points, then the enemy's only going to be shooting at one at a time, and it can kind of do a pincers movement sort of effect, which is quite helpful.
By the Emperor it will be done.
Now, Imperial Guards specifically,
Retreat
What?
is not an option. By the Emperor it will be done. I will not Where fail. Is his will needed? The end of days is upon them.
5 minutes until take and hold victory.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
You dare shoot at me?
where your units are, what they're doing.
The end of days is upon them. On my soul it shall be done.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
Medium difficulty, so they're not going to push back too much. Out a game plan. They don't have a build order, they don't know what they're going to do, and they end up buying a little bit of everything. So they say, oh, I want vehicles, but I also want to upgrade my units, but I also want a commander, but I also want this, this, and this. Sometimes it's better to focus on one thing at a time, instead of just trying to be cover all your bases. Now, outranging is very handy. You can tell the lasguns are not shooting apart from one. Technically, it's out the range of the listening post, which is fantastic. Exactly what you're looking
4
for.
minutes until take and hold victory.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
And the more you play, the more you'll kind of get a feel for the build orders and what's important, what's not important. If you grind out as much as possible, you're going to get a better idea of what to build and when to build it. But there's another mistake. People will just shoot buildings instead of shooting the builder units. Always take the builder units out first. Now these guys run away. They've been tempted in. The autopathing has kind of just lured them in. That's not healthy. Still building up there. So, Sisters of Battle, what are their strengths? They can upgrade a lot. They can jump into your base.
Take and hold victory.
I've got a feeling they're going to start trying to attack with, like, vehicles. So, in response to that, I'm going to build some Sentinels. If you've got an idea of how your enemy is going to build, then you've got a good idea of how to combat it.
Only the faithful shall win the day.
So if you get an idea of how every unit
His will needed.
or every army plays out, it can be really helpful.
Is assured. I will not fail. By the Emperor.
It looks like it's pretty heavily fortified in that corner. We're kind of 50-50 on this so far.
Days is upon them. By the Emperor it will
2 minutes until take and hold victory.
Be my honor.
At me? Where is his will needed?
So if they've fortified this all up, just don't go in there.
Will needed.
Go where they're weak. Don't try and attack the best defended place, because that's not a good idea. Don't be afraid to retreat.
No mercy.
Another mistake new players make is that they tend to forget about the command units when they've got special abilities. So, slap a strip soul, snare trap for Tau, for example, lightning arc. These are all powerful things that can take out. Oh, we've got Death Cult Assassins. Lucky we've got a Psyker to detect the stealth units.
Take and hold victory.
I've got a feeling it's time to go to the next tier. These guys have made the mistake of just sitting there. They're not constantly pushing, because I've been focusing on this a bit too much. Just going to repair this a little bit. Now, there's another thing. It's always cheaper to repair than it is to build a new thing, so don't be afraid if something's low to just get out of there. You can always come back,
If such is the Emperor's will,
and it'll save you a lot of wreck.
eager for action, sir. Standing by. Anything for the Imperium. Where are those damn tech priests? You called, sir. I shall see to it personally, son.
And as it's taken hold. Well, I hope you learned a couple of things. I hope it was helpful. And we're on the road to 100 subscribers. We're at 1 at the moment. But every subscription helps. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.